sports, and we have, for some time now, reactions have trailed the selection of a 23-man team by Coach Stephen Keshi. We have a guest in our studio to speak more on this selection. He was a player with VIP and Bendel Insurance, and now a coach. His name is David Ochai. You are welcome to News at 7.
Thank you very much.
Now, there have been a lot of reactions concerning the selection of the 23-man team by Coach Stephen Keshi. What's your own take on this?
Yeah, like my own take. It's not easy for you to get 23 out of the lots he has worked with. And for me, I give Keshi, every coach that picks up his 23-man squad all over the world, I always give them praises. Because there are people you work with, and it's very sad when you see them. They are not part of your program in the final tournament. You understand me? So that is what I just looked at, and I look and I feel pity for others. But in the nutshell, not everybody will be in the World Cup.
Okay, are you surprised at all concerning some of the inclusion or exclusion from the team? Are you surprised at all?
Definitely, as a coach, I will not say I'm surprised, because every coach has his own plan. And depending on what you have, in every team, you might register 30 players in the club side, you might register 35, and at the end you might use only 18 or 20 or 25 to execute your plan and get what you want. So when you look at it, when you say surprise, that is to say, I will have bias on some certain players. Like the coach who is working, know who and who he need to use, to get what he wants. He has been there, he worked with them, and at the end of it all, he felt these are the set of people I can work with in this that was good. At least he went for Confederation Cup. He saw a few of these guys, and at the end of it all, he dropped them. So the surprise, I don't think I'm surprised, but the only thing is that some people will be surprised, because he, Stephen Keshi, said it that his list will surprise people, many Nigerians, and I think so. Even if other coach come in today to take up the team, they will still have their own candidate, people they feel they can work, and some of these boys might not be there.
I guess one of the major surprises there is the exclusion of Ike Uche and also Mba from the team. I mean, what's your reactions to that?
Yeah, like I said, people have asked me this question severally, and I told them one thing. It happens in countries like this. In France '98, Eric Cantona was the best player for France, and at the end, Emi Jacquet did not take him to the World Cup. And they won the World Cup in France '98. It happened in 2002, Japan, Korea. Romario Ferreira was there playing for Brazil and was scoring in Flamingos, and Ronaldo de Lima was injured. At the end of it all, the crowd, everybody, both the president, asked the president coach, Philip Scolari, to take Romario Ferreira. But the man insisted and said he's going to take Ronaldo de Lima. And de Lima went there and delivered, and they won the World Cup. Today, France is even calling on Samuel Nastri, and at the end, it's not there. England is calling on Michael Carrick, and the end is not there. So in nutshell, one thing I just believe is that Ike Uche has worked with Stephen Keshi, qualifier, Nations Cup. So Keshi and Ike Uche knows the problem, and Ike Uche knows maybe he has a fault. That is why he has not talked it today. He has not said anything, and Keshi has said the time before number that Ike Uche can't work with him anymore. Okay. So there must be reason for it. He might be good. After all, when you look at Ezoe was the most valuable player in Chan out of the Nigerian fold. And at the end, in the people he took, Egweke is not the best in Chan. Agbim is not the best in Chan. In Chan, that is what he went in South Africa. And Ezoe, who was the best player and most valuable player in the tournament,
he didn't go.
He didn't go, they dropped him. So it depends on what the coach wants.
Okay. Now, if you look at most of the players on the list right now, they have been playing friendlies, right? Yeah. And the last one they played with Greece, which is early this morning, was a draw. Yeah. What's your impression about this friendly? I mean, do you think it's going to add anything?
Yeah, it's going to add, because some of these boys are coming from their club. They just finished their season, and some of them are resting. They just pick up the preparation for the major tournament, and this friendly is what they are going to use to test run these boys to see how they play and form a team and have a team, because some of these players are not playing together. Just like the match against Scotland, never a time Emeka Shola Amobi, ever play with Uchubo. You understand me? So it's just part of it. So the coach feel that these players are good, but let's just bring them together and see how we can do. And I tell you, in every
Trying
coach,
to blend them.
yeah, trying to blend them because he has his own plan. For you to go to tournaments, you must have 3 plans or 4 to go. Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. You don't just go with only one pattern and one decision. If not, when you go there, you fail. Because it might happen in the first game, it may not be the same. It might be in the second game, it might change your tactics.
Okay, and finally, some analysts, sport analysts, have noticed that so far, Nigerian team has not been able to defeat their European counterparts. And we're going to meet them in the World Cup.
Yeah, you see, when they say we have not been able to defeat our European counterpart, I don't think it's something to write home about. We are trying. You know, first and foremost, we never qualified for the World Cup before. Major tournaments to meet all these European people. We started up in 1994. So 2006, we did not get there. You understand me? So 2010, we are there. Now 2014, we are in Brazil. And these players, that is why these players now, they are going out to at least to master the trade of the European players. And that is why they are in Europe. Today, don't be surprised, they will come. You see, like some people say, some of our players were on the bench, like Victor Moses does not play that. But I looked and I asked the question, how many Nigerian player is better than him, even when it comes to play for the national side? So with that situation, the World Cup proper will just determine whether we can do it or not, and I believe they can do it.
Thank you very much, David Ochai, for coming on the news at 7.
Thank you very much.